Oh my gosh, welcome to our slumber party.
Oh, okay.
Hi, welcome to my crib.
Welcome, finalists, to your rites of passage. We are here to look back on the past, remember the collective members who have departed us, some too soon, some right on time, some maybe too late. And yeah, I'm probably going to be muted during most of this. I have a PowerPoint with all of the people in it. You can talk about them until you're ready to move on. When you tell me to move to the next slide, I'll move to the next slide and we'll keep going until you've talked about everybody.
Can I
Right.
just say how crazy it is that you have two trans people doing rites of passage when trans people
Right. Two trans women. The first women final two in the history of the collective.
feel sexy? I feel sexy.
Oh yeah. Oh, we look so
Oh my
good.
God, two participants remain. It's us.
That's you. You are the two participants. Okay. I'm going to mute and we'll go to the first person.
Dead. We killed them all. Oh,
Brian.
what do you got to say about Brian?
Who was he again?
I literally don't know. Did he play?
Did he play? Did he show up?
I think he showed up for his eviction. Did he? I genuinely don't remember. It was so long ago.
I remember a last ditch
He
effort.
was.
I remember the last ditch effort Brian gave to me the day of his eviction was like, hey, just like a recap of his meet me. Hey, I'm Brian from Philly, forklift driver, and that's why you should keep me. And I just looked at this message so fucking stupidly. I was like, so this is a meet me video, or is this like you pleading your case?
I remember that he messaged people, but he never messaged me. So I was like, clearly you're not trying that hard.
Do you think this should have been the first boot of the season?
Him or Molly?
Yeah, I would agree.
Who was he on the block against?
Kevin, I think.
Was he? Let me pull up my chart real fast.
Runs.
If he was the, because somehow he still got some votes to save him, which was shocking.
I think it was the circle.
Oh, it was him against Nick
Oh yeah, because they
because Nick
were
also wasn't there. What a wonderful round that was.
what a wonderful round. I mean, Cameron's saving you with the spy pick, and then even though I was gonna save you regardless, that was like kind of
Yeah, I don't understand why that happened. Good for us. I was so gagged when they were like, production was like, so Sanam is gonna save V. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's Cake who's doing.
right.
Like, okay. Should we move on to the next person? There's not
Yeah.
much to say.
Next.
Next. Like,
So funny is that she was playing another long term and then going to the big mini, and that's why she quit. From the rumblings of what I saw.
I mean, I
But
do appreciate the fact that she did quit
yeah,
because she wasn't gonna leave that round. I don't know if production like nudged her to leave or like she actually just left on her own accord, but like I'm just happy she actually bowed out gracefully instead of being dragged along for whoever knows how long.
yeah.
I would have been so
That
upset if she did, like
that
another
would have
round.
been between Rachel and Sarah. And I do think Rachel would have gone that round.
No, Sarah would have gone, I
Oh,
think.
Sarah would have gone. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just judging it based off how they were nominated again together, and Sarah went home with me as the only vote to save her. Rest in peace. Anyways, I don't care about Molly.
Yeah.
Next.
Next, Jenny. So
Okay.
Jenny was up against Kevin. This was Kevin's first time on the block.
Mhm. So this is an unpopular opinion. I talked to Jetty and I really loved Jetty and enjoyed her. I thought she was super sweet and super kind.
I agree. I thought she was very super sweet, super kind. She was the first person to congratulate me after being in the collective. However, after that moment, we did not talk at all. So for me, it was an easy vote, and I think that's where my connection started forming with Kevin. Was that
Yes.
round?
I don't even remember. Did I? I think I evicted Kevin that round.
You
I think
probably
I moved the minority a lot this season. But I don't really remember. I'd have to look back.
But
But
yeah,
she was
sweetheart.
rest in peace. Next.
Next, Sarah. Okay, so Sarah was up against Rachel. This was like honestly like the redo when Molly,
Yeah.
rest in peace, like got out. Me personally, I would have loved to see Rachel go, but like everyone was like, "Oh, it's her first org,"
So
and
annoyed that people kept pushing that and being like, it's our
I
first work. Like,
like be
shut
so for
up.
real. I was like, be so for real, because my first org, nobody gave me that shit. Everyone sniped me round fucking two to
So
look
good.
hard for free passes.
I
But she,
know. Everyone just kept going with it. I was like, can we just get rid of her? Like, I'm sorry. I love Rachel, don't get me wrong. But I was just annoyed by the reasoning. But I
yeah,
also, Sarah wasn't, okay, wait. One of the wildest alliances of the season was Alex, Molly, and Sarah.
how?
I don't
How?
know. I don't know how that
Okay,
alliance came to fruition, but Alex let me had alliance with both of them. And I was like, what the fuck?
that is so funny.
Were they even active enough for you to know that and like do that?
That is insane.
Yeah. I love Sarah though. Sarah, I've known her for 10 years, 12
Mhm.
years. Love her if she ever watches this. Though I never got her to respond on Discord and only on Snapchat, so that's funny.
Love Sarah down. She seems like a lovely human being. However, she just wasn't active. So
Yeah.
next,
Next.
this
Okay, now we're
elimination.
getting into active people.
Okay, this. I know someone's gonna watch this back and be like, "What the fuck?" Because like I played with someone's heels. However, I did not want Sanam to go as much as I was pushing her name.
I know you.
I did not want her to go. And in my confessional, I said, put my lipstick emoji. I said, Caitlin, I am so sorry I have to do this, babes, but I cannot send home Sanam. Even though I've gotten people soon, I just wouldn't do it. Sanam was like one of the people who would talk to me every single day and
Um, yeah.
proposed that she would save me since she was the spy. Like willingly gave me information. But I
I love Sanam.
yeah.
I think she was so she was a lot of fun. We didn't talk the most, but like I got a good energy from her. And I love like party, the volleyball. And I also didn't like everyone being so scared of her because they're like, oh, a smart woman. I'm so scared. It was like
He was doing really well in these competitions, and I feel like that's
she was
what
only
set up.
selected twice. Like the first two competitions, I feel like.
No, I think she was in the collective a few times.
Oh, I thought she was only in it twice out of her 5 times she competed. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe we are. But no, Sanam, you're an icon when you watch this back. I love you so much. And I try, even though I was the driving force behind the bus, I did not want you.
Oh, I so badly wanted to save Sanam, but then she proposed that she wanted to work with me and Cameron. And I was like, oh my God, that is such a wild alliance.
So that was a wild alliance for sure. But
And
we love
I was like, I did not want to do that. I'm sorry. I can't. But I really did want to save her that round too until last minute. I think Zoe changed my mind. And then I was like, okay, fine. I'll do what Zoe says.
I just wanted to like show Sanam like I was, even though I was a driving force, I still had some remorse, so I wanted to give her a vote in case.
Mm.
But she was giving me a lot of information that last day, like how she was a spy, how I knew her circle through and through, and I feel like this was the catalyst for the remaining of the season.
See, I got confused with her vote though, because she was running and telling people different things. She was running and telling people that her circle was her, Nick, Rachel, Sarah, and one other person. Or she said like there was another person in her circle that we
Yeah,
were missing.
that another person that we wouldn't be able to guess. And guess what? I called your bluff on it, and we got them out the next round. So
Yeah, and then yeah, she was doing that, and then she was telling some people she was inspired. She was telling other people she wasn't, and I mean, it was all kind of like a last minute hurrah, I think. But
oh
I got a
yeah,
little confusing, so I didn't know what to do. So I just like, I think you have to go because it was a little too hectic.
yeah, I agree. We love you, Sanam.
Love you.
Next, Nick. Oh my god, I love Nick so much. However, in this game, babes, you did not respond at all. We did not have a one-on-one, but you would text me on Snap asking for us to do a one-on-one VC. Love you down. However, you were just an inactive, I fear, and there was nothing I could do to save you.
Yeah, I think it really just came down to a lot of inactive. I love Nick. Nick is great. So it was when we did call though, like when we would get on the group calls and stuff, he would be so cunty and he would like message
Oh,
me and be like,
absolutely.
"Oh my God, you're such an icon." I was like, I love Nick. Love Nick. But
Sadly,
just nearly as active as one should have been.
sadly, the day Nick got eliminated, it was not a Nick day. However, I think this was the first time we got a 2-for-1 special.
It was with good old Rachel. Speaking of Rachel, next.
Next, Rachel. For your first time in an org, I feel like you did amazing. I feel like going forward as advice, try to be active and to communicate, even if it's just like, hey, how's your day going? I feel like that will help you out in the long run. But you placed amazing. Out of a 20-person cast, like sixth eliminated, you did amazing.
And you only got eliminated because your circle got eliminated. It
Yeah.
was I don't know if it was you who was pushing that it was your first org, um, or it was other people. I don't remember.
I think it was both.
Okay, well, it was good. Yeah, six eliminated is.
It's eerie.
Mhm.
Next.
Oh,
Oh, I feel.
I felt so bad for Seb because he had literally just talked about how he never made jury the round before, and
Right.
then we all collectively were like, "Let's not,
We
let's
said,
make
I,
jury."
I think this is where I said, cue the snipers, the prologue. This was cue the snipers prologue.
Mhm.
I all day was the ever since he got nominated, I was campaigning for him to go.
Mhm.
And he made a chat called the Late Night Crew and Midnight Vibes. I think it was either him or Scott.
I think Scott made it.
Yeah, it was either him or Scott. And we were all saying, yeah, we got you, we got you. And then I was like, in the other one where he was not included, I was like, yeah, no, we're taking the shots. I feel bad for lying to him. He's an amazing player. Thank you for saving me that one round. But, you
Mhm.
were a comp threat at that stage in the game.
I was Seb was interesting because he's one of the people in the cast where it was a lot harder for me to connect with just because we were on such opposite schedules.
Yeah.
Um, but when I heard about this six-person chat, I don't know who leaked it. Didn't you leak it?
Yep, I leaks it.
Yeah. When you leaked that chat, I was like, I'm sorry, we have to get rid of Seb. I don't, why is there another alliance like this? I still, at this point in the game, had not been invited to a single alliance. I was like, why is there suddenly a six-person alliance that didn't even last a round? That
I
was
think,
crazy, whoever made that. Scott, that was crazy for making
yeah.
it.
And that was Caitlin's second time on the block.
This time I felt more loyalty to Caitlyn. I don't know why. The first time I think I felt bad because I was lying to her and being like,
Yeah.
oops, I'm gonna save you. Maybe I'm not. I wasn't sure what I was doing. And this time I was like, okay, I'll actually save her.
Yeah, that's how I was.
That
Like
was
the time
definitely a lot scarier than
I'm
Caitlyn.
saving you,
What?
you're an icon.
Seb, you're lovely. Tell Grace I say hi as well.
Yeah, so Grace, we said hi. But next,
Next.
ooh,
Okay, so I was watching the intro videos and like everyone's introduction. John was one of the first people where I was like, I want to meet and work with this man. I don't know what it was about it, but there was just something so charming about the video that I was like, I can't wait to meet John. But then, babes, when you won 7 out of 8 challenges, I was like,
yeah, we had.
gotta go.
That's when I actually said, cue the snipers part one.
Yeah, that was like,
Because this was the second live night, I believe. It's
yeah.
arguably the funniest thing ever.
That was like, I mean, I feel like everyone just collectively was like, okay, we need to we need to take the shot.
But also, there was a lot of drama with John's departure because we were all told Zach was the spy,
Yeah.
which leads us into the next person, Zach. When I tell you, us as a cast was gagged that you got dragged out instead of Timmy, because Timmy was like, I can't vote John. I can't. I was like, I'm gonna try, even though it still did it, pushing the narrative. But I was like gagged that it was Zach. I like for sure thought Zach was the spy.
I know that was so much drama. I could not believe it. Everyone's face was shocked. And then when he went ahead and like yelled at us, that was also shocking.
Yeah, before we all voted, he was like, "So how's it feel to be the last circle standing?" And we were like, "Circle? What's that? What's a
Oh my
circle?
God. Why we're not the super
We're
mega
not."
spy? What are you talking about?
No,
Yeah,
but I will say Zach had like the funniest elimination ever,
he
like
did.
elimination speech. It was funny. It also kind of set the tone for how we were gonna do the rest of the season, and with Live Night Part Two, which leads us into da 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 Cameron.
Do you want to?
Live Night was interesting to say the least, especially with us now knowing Vicky and Timmy are spies.
Mhm.
And Vicky was like Zoe and I were in a breakout room with Vicky, and we're like, "Can you please tell us who our spy is? Because we do not know. Like we have a hunch, but like we don't have anything." And you walked in on it, and Vicky was like, "I'm not telling you shit. And if I go on the block, I go on the block." And we were like, "Okay, you're going on the block against Cam, so we can narrow down the spies." Cameron, I think you as a person, you are very intelligent and very strategic.
Oh
However,
yeah.
in this game, you came off very cocky.
Oh.
Is that too harsh?
No, no, I mean it's fair. Like I love Cameron. I think Cameron's great, but I think sometimes the way Cameron handled conversations was very it upset people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. I think the communication wasn't the strongest. Like I think Cameron's so smart. I think he's great at challenges, like all those things like that. I think like it was just a little bit of the social was a little
Yeah. Comp Beast
literally a comp beast. Literally was insane.
saved me multiple times, and I'm forever grateful that you helped me get in this position, Cameron. However,
I do wonder if Cameron actually trusted anyone from our group though.
not to be cocky, but the day before live night, I was like, Cam, do you want to propose an alliance? Like us two be the final two. We get out Zoe, who was the spy,
Hmm.
just so I could stay in the good graces with the spy. Kim was like, "Yeah, let's do this. Like, you're the only
He
one
was
who
doing
acts
the same thing with
with me."
everyone though. He was doing it with me and Alex too. But then
I
he was the only
know.
person he didn't do it with was Zoe, which was hilarious, which makes sense.
It would have been hilarious if he did that with
I wish I could listen to a conversation between Zoe and Cameron and just being like, so who do you think the spy is? Both of them fully thinking it's the other person.
yeah.
Which, yeah. He also, I don't know, did you ever think that Zoe was the spy?
I thought at one point, however, the next round really put the nail in the coffin for like
Yeah.
for the Spice World.
Yeah, I
But
thought
we had a
maybe,
little drama with.
I did think that Alex might have been the spy at this point.
I didn't think Alex was spy because like Alex was swearing on everything left, right, and center that it wasn't him. But this next week has both of our names in the press.
Yeah, should we do next? Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael. We have Timmy,
Oh, Tim. Wait,
who I
who?
was on the block against my first time on the block.
Wait, there's one thing I just remembered that we about Seb.
Oh, what?
When Timmy evicted Seb, and Timmy was like, I was so happy to do that because Seb went around telling everyone my social game was shit.
Oh, yeah, that was the fun.
I didn't think, was Timmy's social game that bad? I loved Timmy. I thought it was great.
I loved Timmy. Clearly, Timmy's social game was good when
Yeah,
we
I he had a great social
the group.
game. So I don't know why people were saying it was shit. I was like, you tricked everyone, you fooled everyone, you had people working with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Timmy, you did great. I love Timmy. I love Timmy. Timmy, that one night when he was drunk on call was so cute and adorable.
No, definitely cute.
Yeah. When he kept going back and forth between him and Mario Party, I was like, oh, I want to play Mario Party with Timmy. He seems adorable.
Timmy, you're an absolute icon when you watch this back. I love you. I can't wait to get to know you better outside this game. You are such a light, a ray of sunshine.
But
However,
also, if you ever trick me like that again and make me a fool,
like, don't ever do that because we were
that
up
was so good. It was so
so,
good.
so
Don't you ever
gaggy.
pull that shit again.
This next one, I think you have a lot of press with because you have an untold story.
Okay,
Please run us
let me
through.
start off and say Vicky is one of my favorite people of the cast. Like, I genuinely love her so much. Our calls were fucking hilarious. We would just talk about smut or something like that. And she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm reading some smut." It was so good. I love her energy. I just love her so much. I feel so bad about the way she went out because of me. I really gave her so much false hope into thinking I was a spy and that she would be okay if Timmy left. I don't know why I did it. I did it to investigate if there was another spy in case Cameron wasn't. And then I could have just been like, "Oh, I was lying." But instead I just played along longer and I was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" I felt so bad. I don't think she took it personally. I don't know. I'm gonna apologize to her at the end. Like,
Yeah, tomorrow, I think
I'm gonna
Vicky's the
apologize. I feel
person
so
that
bad about how messy that was. I was like, I love and appreciate you though.
we love you, Vicky. I mean, even though we had our like little spiffy moment during live night, you're an amazing person. You did, I think, better than your last time here. Your
Yeah.
soulmate jury, you did phenomenal. So
Mm.
you can hold your head held high that you did phenomenal.
You did. You killed it. I also totally thought Scott was the spy over Vicky for so long.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Right? I was like, there's no way Scott's not the spy. Vicky? No. She was the spy.
Next.
Next. Um,
Oh, I feel so bad for this. I don't know if this got back to you. However, me and Alex were planning on voting you out this round.
but you
And
did.
Alex flips on the plan because here's the tea. We were told you and Zoe had a final two, and y'all were like an impossible duo. This was our only shot to take it. Zoe alluded to it on a call one on one, and I was like, okay. But I was told last minute, Alex is gonna make a fool out of you. Don't do it. So unfortunately, had to get out Caitlin. Caitlin, you were someone who texted me every single day. We talked about how we were both dietary aids and just asked about each other's days. You were amazing. Such a kind person.
Yeah.
And you could light up a room with your smile, I will say.
I love and adore Kaylin. I meant it when I said she deserves like Miss Congeniality.
Oh
She's
yeah,
one of
Caitlin's
the
the
sweetest
misconception.
people. Like, I love her. Like, oh God. She would also message me all the time and every day. I feel like for a majority of this cast, I kind of had to be the person to put out the first message. But Caitlin was always someone who would do that for me. So for me, that was
Exactly.
also like a special place in my heart. And be like, "Oh, you're so adorable." Like, I just love her. She's so, so cute.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, this next one's about to be messy.
Okay, next.
This was the most terrifying experience ever. Literally, seeds were planted that I was going out, and I was the lowest person on the totem pole.
I don't
And
know where that came from. Oh, sorry.
both Kevin and Scott came to me saying how they're trying to get you out, and they want to tie it. And I'm
Mhm.
okay, work. And as soon as y'all mentioned the tie, here's what I did. I went running to Kevin and Scott. I was like, if y'all don't vote my way, y'all are going home next round.
Yeah.
And we got out Zoe. Zoe,
Oh.
you. Love you.
So I don't know if me and Zoe ever told anyone this, but like we've met in real life before.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me something about that.
Yeah, like Zoe is such, oh, I love her. She hosted me on CTC and then we met in Portland and we had a great time. Um, she is so easy to talk to and she is just so charismatic. Like it's insane. And the amount of knowledge she possesses,
Is
eh,
unstoppable.
she's she is scary in games. Like I know she said like she's never won a game before, and I was like, yeah, because you're scary. Like I would
Yeah,
never want to take you anywhere near
you're
that.
very good at comps.
Yeah. So
Very,
social.
very social
She
and
found
also,
out the circles like round three because Seb and Kevin told her what
yeah,
who they're. And she ran that back to me because she was gonna take me to the end, and I was like, holy shit,
she was or wasn't.
she was. Oh, 100% she.
I knew it. I clocked it. I clocked it.
She was gonna take me to the end. But I probably wouldn't have taken her. I don't think I would have. I felt so bad because this was like the hardest vote of my life because it was like you versus Zoe. And it was like the two people in the cast in my dream, I was gonna have all of us at final three, and then I was gonna throw the final three comp and let whoever wins take me.
Oh, that's sick.
But it was so hard for me. So when I had to cast that vote for Zoe, and then she still gave me immunity after, I was like, oh, this is
Icon.
terrible. And just also with everything that went on with her, I hated the way she went out, like just
Oh
with her.
yeah, I hated the way she went on. Like, I
Yeah.
really bad.
But like Zoe, regardless of like how you went out and everything, you are just such a strong individual. You're so amazing at like you basically killed this entire season. You were, I want to say, a big reason why our circle made it as far as we did.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And for the record, Zoe was also trying to get Alex out, so yeah,
Oh, that would have been so funny.
would have been hilarious. Um, yeah, that would have been interesting. I was waiting for them to go after each other, but I guess
Oh, I wanted. Oh, ooh.
oh, love you, Zoe. Zoe, I can't wait to see you again in Portland. I love her. I love her.
Oh, this next one. Ooh,
Also, it broke my heart when Zoe was eliminated because she sent me a heart just over text, and I was like, oh my God, I can't talk to you anymore. Okay, you go.
God, Scott, I came into this game knowing a little bit about you from the times that we have interacted, and our friendship blossomed. Um, I will say one thing. When I came into power, I hated seeing you admit defeat because my mind wasn't made up. I was willing to throw my circle out to trash again and just be like, let's battle it out final four. Like whoever makes sure. But like overall icon, comp beast. Like I want to say up there with Cam and John.
Mhm. Well, Scott specifically requested I do a very nice thing for this. Um, Scott is one of my favorite people that I've ever met in orgs. Like he's probably the person in this game I've talked to the most, more than anyone else. We would like VC for so long every day and text like all the time, which is crazy. Um, yeah, I think Scott always thought that I hated him or just hated everyone in general, which is totally fair and I get it. And he thought I was only flirting with him for game and talking with him because I had to because it was a game. So there were so many times I had to be like, Scott, no, I actually like you. Like, we're actually friends. It's not just for a game. But I just love Scott is so intelligent, compy, so kind as well. If this season had formed differently and he was in a different circle, he probably would be here at the finals. I'm tempted to say. If he was in my circle, we might have been at the end together. That would have been very romantic.
Oh well.
But yeah, Scott is just like genuinely, we connected so well. So I love him. I don't know what I'm supposed to be using now.
We love you, Scott.
Love you, Scott. See, I was nice. You're welcome. But yeah, I do agree that he was admitting defeat way too quickly. He like
Because
spiraled a lot and just always felt like he was on the bottom, which like technically true. But I was like, it's not as dreadful as it seems because this like whole season was just mostly about competitions. And
next.
next,
Evan.
okay, Kevin is someone it took me a bit to warm up to. Kevin, I love you, but I'm very introverted and very quiet. So when people talk a lot, sometimes I get very overwhelmed. But then after a while, I kind of like grew to love Kevin. And I was like, oh no, Kevin, you're like, I love you. You're really cool. I love your wide, vast knowledge of movies, which is insane. As someone who like doesn't consume media, I'm in awe of the fact you can do that. It, it is something else. And you also played this season really well. You and Scott
Oh,
were like a dangerous duo.
absolutely. Scott was the comp beast. Kevin was the social mastermind butterfly.
Yeah, 100%.
Kevin is someone who I grew very close to in the beginning stage of the game and loved the personality. Loved how every time he spoke, it had enthusiasm. Like there was a reason why he was saying it, if that makes sense. And
Mhm.
Evan, I love you so much. I can't wait to get out of this and we can text and VC all day about movies and Marvel and all nerdy shit. And you played one hell of a game. Like 8 down.
No.
Next. Oh, I hate seeing the
No.
black and white. Oh, my baby.
Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. I love. Oh, God. That's our child.
That
Literally.
no,
That's
like
our child that we left on the side of the road when we drove to the finale.
poor Alex. Alex.
Do you want
I
to say?
feel like I'm about to admit something.
Do you
I
have a
did
crush
have
on
a final two with Alex from day one. We both promised in our one-on-ones if we were to be in the same circle, we would be each other's final two.
Everyone knew you two had a final two. That
But
wasn't.
here's the thing. Alex was willing to turn on me,
Oh yeah.
and that was like the moment where I was like, nope. V has like you were day two, Alex was day one. And the thing with Alex is very calculated.
Hmm.
Alex didn't win a lot. However, when Alex won, something big happened, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he got rid of Zoe,
Yeah, got rid of
which
Zoe.
is crazy because he also picked me and not you. Um,
Right. I feel like that was like I don't want to say that was his downfall, but like it
I
just
think
showed that
he trusted I would. He did trust that I would take him to the end. I think.
I know
Like,
I totally clocked it how like you guys made a final two after that. I was like, okay, work. So I'm playing for third.
yeah. And then I was like, sorry, this violence was always fake in my eye.
I
I'm so sorry about it, Alex. But Alex was. I don't know if Alex. No, he didn't throw any comps.
would hope not.
He was winning a lot of comps. He was doing really well.
He came
Didn't,
close to winning a lot of comps, I will say. Like
yeah. If he wasn't in the collective, he was always just under it, and
yeah.
like he would have been ninth place out of the eight in the collective. So smart. I think he was beating himself up because he didn't really have a social game,
Yeah.
which is so fair.
And
I did
that's
I
the
have a social
thing.
game? I don't know. I do think he might have been easier for me to beat than you.
Oh,
I don't
I feel
know.
from the way the jury was speaking, they wanted me to take Alex if I won. Because according to you, what you said to Scott is you have something that you're gonna unveil tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm going to unveil. I don't know this
It's like
because
this master plot, and I'm just like, okay. But like, I don't know, Alex, you were like my number like you and V were like my number one allies this game. Like
no,
circle or not, like I knew if I needed something I could come to you and talk. Like if I was having a rough day, you would make time out of your busy schedule to come BC and like help me calm down about the game because you knew I would get in my head, especially spiraling. But Alex, I'm so happy with how far you did this season.
I'm so happy to have actually gotten to know Alex this season because he's only really hosted me before, so I never really got to know him.
Mhm.
And now, like, I have a newfound love and respect for him. I want to say as well, just a shout out to like our circle. I think the
Oh yeah,
four of us were such a good four. And like when we had those calls in the night shaders or whatever, like those were some of my favorite calls. It was just like the four of us on call having a good time. We all seemed to be on the same page, even though we were probably scheming to get each other out. Well, I wasn't.
I was, and I'll admit that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Alex was close to going home one round, and I was like, no. Well, no, I don't think you would have put him up.
No, I wouldn't have. Listen, I'm a petty bitch, and if there was another opportunity where I could have put Alex on the block that wasn't Final Five,
Can we also talk about the
I,
fact he made it till Final Three unnominated?
oh, absolutely. Like
Like,
that probably would have like single-handedly probably got him the win.
and also Cameron gave him immunity. I don't know how that happened. That was crazy. But Alex, you played one hell of a game, so I think we would have both had a fun time at finals.
But I
Totally
beat
agree with you.
love you down. I beat you, so
Next,
next. All right, show V's picture because V's getting second.
can you show the prod members?
That's the end of the PowerPoint.
Where are
Can
the
we
prod?
get the prod members so we can see their pictures and their lovely faces?
That uh, I don't think I have that.
Well,
What do you think they're going to talk about at the round table?
oh, they're gonna dog us.
Oh, I know. They're gonna hate us. They're gonna be like, they stuck together. I hate them. Alex is in there against the wall.
Alex is probably getting. Alex probably got jumps
Oh yeah, 100%. They're all probably being like, well, why didn't you turn on V that one round where you could have? And
because Zoe was in.
no, y'all could have turned on me.
No, like, oh,
There we go.
Oh, okay.
yes. Okay, we're gonna go from like top left to the right. So it'll be Jeremy, Julia, William, so on and so forth, left to right. Jeremy, I love you
Jeremy.
so much,
Hello, Jeremy.
even though you constantly yell at me.
I
Nobody
think Jeremy hates me, and I totally get it.
hates
I'm
me like
like that. If Jeremy was a teacher, I would be that one annoying kid in school, like who won't shut up and ask the stupidest questions. Right, Jeremy? Would you say that's correct for our relationship?
Sounds on brand.
Jeremy, you never did a comp with me, and I was very devastated because you were always someone I wanted to do a comp with one on one because I wanted you to just yell at me because I knew I was pissing you off the entire season with my dumbass questions. But no, overall, icon. Up next,
Julia.
the reason why I was brought into this game.
Oh, so it's her fault.
Yes, it's her fault that I've made it this far.
God damn it.
Julia, even though you haven't showed up for a lot of the sessions, thank you for bringing me into this game last second. It's been nothing short of the blast.
I don't,
And
yeah, I don't know Julia, but everyone seems to love Julia, so no, I love Julia.
all I have to say is Julia Rowe needs to go. With the venti ice strawberry acai refresher with extra berries, light ice.
Should we both order one of those for
Could you?
happy night?
I'll be like, I have my venti strawberry acai refresher, light ice, extra berries,
And
made
made with
water,
water and
some
lemonade.
lemonade because the lemonade is too sweet.
Mhm. Next up is William.
Icon, legend.
Hmm.
Low key spoiled. Low key got William in trouble the formation challenge for how well I did. It's like because I was like, can you just tell me how well I did, even though like I can't share it? One was like, oh yeah, this and the other, and then I get summoned back like 5 minutes later by Jeremy and William, and they were like, you were not supposed to know your results. If we hear that you shared your results, you'll be the first DQ. I was like, word, but no, William was so fun in challenges.
William was so much. He hosted me for decisions or whatever.
Oh yeah,
It was so much fun. I love. I think he also hosted me for a different competition, but I don't remember. Karen, I love Karen.
Karen, icon,
One of the Portland people.
icon, legend. The promo speaks for itself.
Yeah. I can't wait to see her in Portland.
Yes.
Can't believe she's sleeping with Eric Allen. if you know that.
Oh wow. Not you airing out all the dirty laundry.
Well, they're dating. I hope they're sleeping together. That's otherwise not a healthy relationship. Is that next up is Lily?
Yeah, I think that's Lily.
I love you, Lily.
We love you, Lily.
Lily just said congrats on making finals too, and I was like, oh, I love you.
Where? I didn't
No, she
get a
said that in my pod chat after we made final two.
Oh, I didn't get a congrats. Fuck that.
Well, that's because I went to my prod chat and said, "Can you all congratulate me?"
I tagged everyone. I accidentally tagged Michael. I was like, I made because I had a different Michael in my broad chat. I was like, I did it. I'm in the final two. And they were like, wrong, Michael.
Wrong person.
But Lily, we love you.
We love you, Timmy.
How many times
Timmy,
did you not tell
who
us to shut
hosted, who hosted our like banishments?
Timmy?
Was it Timmy? Okay, I'm just making sure. The fact I didn't show up to enough to know who hosted them, that's crazy.
It was mostly Timmy and Michael who did banishments. I think Lily did
Oh,
one
Lily
or
did
two.
Lily did too, and I think Chloe may have done one.
But we did a few selection ceremonies.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
Timmy, Icon, King of not telling us to shut the fuck up, and me holding up my sign last minute saying Timmy is trying to speak. We
Timmy
love
won,
you, Timmy.
but lovingly.
Love you, Timmy.
Oh my God. So my favorite thing of the season was watching the romance bloom between Michael.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
love,
run into the ground. I'm sorry.
we love the romance between Michael and Jeremy.
It's
There was a very silly, goofy moment between Michael and I during the Distinguished Challenge where the computer lags, and I was just like, okay, do 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 do, and Michael was like, oh, can you not see it? I'm like, no, it's not the last person. Like Michael would make me giggle every time I had a challenge with him.
I love Michael.
I
Michael is
couldn't stop laughing, and Michael could not make me stop laughing. Like Michael was like, "Your time is ticking." I'm like, I can't stop laughing.
it's Michael's fault that you kept losing challenges, is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Blame Michael, not me. We blame Michael.
we blame Michael. Mm. Love you though, Michael.
Love you, Michael.
And Chloe, oh, Chloe was so
Chloe.
Chloe hosted me for Distinguished, and it was the funniest thing because I would be like, Chloe, did I guess this combination already? And she'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, Chloe, how many guesses have I done so far? And she'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, Chloe, what's the rule? She'd be like, I don't know. Let me run to Prod and ask. Like, oh, it was so funny though. She's such a, oh, she's hilarious.
Anytime we had a one-on-one, Chloe was always on there, and we would always crack jokes together. We'd be like, Chloe, is this allowed? Chloe's like, I don't fucking know.
Like, he knew nothing. And that would be me if I was on Prod.
Literal icon, legend, the moments.
And overall, just a great production team.
Oh yes, a very professional production team, very interactive with the cast, I will say.
I'm glad you love us.
Oh my God, Michael's here.
Yeah, you notice it.
Oh, of course,
Yes.
Jeremy's here, so Michael has to be here.
Thank you
Well, all
both
I kept
for
thinking
all the
was,
love.
Jeremy, are we Marry Me or Jekyll? I was just wondering.
Both.
Both. Okay, that works. I liked Marry Me as well.
But thank you both very much for being here and reviewing the cast. Thank you everybody for a fantastic season. And I can't wait till tomorrow night and find out who will be crowned our winner.